Can you hear me on this one? Okay. This is the one I'm talking to is the one that you can make an admin or whatever.
I think you are already, because I've lost my privileges to do anything. So I think I made you like regular host rather than co-host. So it's all you.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, say hi again.
Hi.
Can't see you, dork.
Hi.
I'm
What are you doing, Baylor boy?
I'm eating steak and mashed potatoes. Before I got
Yum.
to bed, now I'm in trouble.
You're in trouble. What'd you do? Hello? Did they freeze up or did I? Hello, Baylor. Okay. Thank you, Christina. Welcome as you get on. We're a little bit early. Hello. Allie, you're frozen on your other one. Hey, everybody. Oh, yeah. Of course, your computer died. And my familia is just getting home, so my people might come up here, just forewarning. And I look like I've been crying or something, but truly it's not. I mowed the grass all day and then I got a little bit of sun, which is fine with me because we go on vacation in like a little over a week to the Bahamas. So I'm excited. Need to get a little tan going on. I lost our summer tan. As you guys get on, jump on and say hi so I know you're on here. I'm going to check this door real quick. Hang on a minute. Okay. We'll give it just a little bit because I know that I'm always one that hops on just like a minute or two later because I usually have problems jumping on, but I hope nobody has any problems getting on here. I have some awesome stuff I can't wait to go over with you guys. And I don't know if you were on last night, throw it in the group chat that you listened to Kaylee and the comp plan enhancement about last night. Hi, Maury. Get that 10K in. I got mine mowing the grass today, so my cheeks are red. Got some sun. Good. Did you guys enjoy last night? I love when Kaylee talks and she just spews the truth about everything that she talks about. It always fires me up and gives me like a new direction for the next day and the days that follow. Yeah, I do too, Tabitha. I love her realness and how she's my people. She talks like kind of how I talk, and I don't sugarcoat anything, and I don't know. I'm not a people pleaser, that's for sure. So if that's what you're looking for when you get on tonight, I hope that doesn't scare you away, because I'm totally not a people pleaser, but I do like to show people how I've built my business, and hopefully you can replicate a portion of it, some of it, or maybe somehow add it into your business. Yes, you should definitely jump on and watch it again, Paula. I think that it's supposed to be up. If it's not up today, it should be up this week. I know that they are putting it on the YouTube channel. If somebody has that, I know I put it in our group chat today. If somebody has the YouTube channel, if you could put it in the chat, that would really help out. That way we can see, you guys can save it to your desktop, you can save it to your phone, and have the power hours available to you to rewatch whenever you want. With one of my team, I know that you guys got it today. Or Allie, there you go, or Haley, thank you. This is going to be recordings of all the power hours. They get pushed onto YouTube. If it gets recorded, it gets pushed onto YouTube. Almost every single one of them is recorded, unless you're an admin like me and don't press record. But most of them do. They get recorded, and you can rewatch them, or you can go back and maybe you're in a slump, maybe you're in, this, I don't know what I should do, I don't know where I need to go, you need some direction in your business. I highly suggest jumping on there and rewatching our power hours. It absolutely gives us a good way to stay in the know on things. It gives us a great way to self-motivate, which is what I'm going to talk about tonight a little bit. And you can, and if you miss one, you can definitely go back and rewatch it. So it's 8:05. I don't want to keep anybody waiting because I don't want to go over. We might be a little bit short tonight, but without further ado, I want to thank you guys for jumping on. If you could do me a favor and tell me where you guys are all coming from in the chat. Just shoot me, your city and state. That would be just fine. I just want to see, how far away we reach. I love finding out, how far we could go. I'm from Terre Haute, Indiana. Not originally, I'm from Abilene, Texas, born and raised, but then I've been in Terre Haute, Indiana for about 17 years. So I'm a Terre Hautian is what we call ourselves. Not very lovely. Oh my goodness. Florida, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Colorado, Illinois, Florida, Arkansas, Alabama, Indiana. We've got a huge Indiana team here. We just had our like a fall get together over the weekend. It was at McCormick's Creek near Spencer, Indiana. And I had a wonderful time. I know my family had a wonderful time, and I just love the camaraderie and able to just sit back, relax. And it's not that we even talk shop or business or anything. We just were able to talk to each other and hang out with each other. And we took a short hike, some of us, and our kids got to play together. And I wrote about it on Monday, about how much our family is, it's like brother and sister, cousins to all of our true family when we do get together, and they all just play really great. And I love it, and I love getting together. So if you have people that are near you or even within a couple of hours with each other, I highly suggest getting together. They don't even have to be on your team. You could get somebody that isn't even on your team and go have coffee with them. Go enjoy yourself, maybe knock some ideas around, see what they do, let them know what you do for business strategies. So awesome. Oh, yes. Ali says future husbands and wives because her stepdaughter and my stepson are going to be married someday. And then our little ones will be married as well. So, yeah, yeah, definitely betrothed children. So, okay, let's get this party started. I said I was going to talk about motivation, and I am because I feel like in different seasons of your business, you can definitely get into a slump or get into, um, what do I want to say? Like a way of not being productive with your business, or you may find that people aren't chatting as much, or your associates aren't responding back to you, or um, someone that did order, every single month may not be ordering as much, and that could get you down. It could get you down very easily. I've been there, 100% have been there before. And so I have some teammates that are like, what do you do when you get into a slump? How do you self motivate? How do you get yourself back on fire with your business? And I've had to, touch and go with this here and there. I've been with True Vision for about 3.5 years. So I've had to touch and go with this. And the best thing that I can tell you is staying in the know. We have a great corporate team to keep us in the know on just about everything that's going on. If you don't already, I highly suggest following TrueVisionHealth.com, or not .com, but True Vision Health on Facebook. They are constantly posting things. If you're not in the True Transformation on the Facebook page, go into there. That in itself is going to motivate you to want to, eat healthier, want to get a quick workout in, take an extra walk, get off the couch. Those type of things are going to be self-motivating, and that's just going to trickle into your business. Because if you're reading about it because somebody else is posting about it, that should give you more incentive to post about it yourself. So staying in the know is probably one of the biggest things I could tell you to motivate yourself and motivate your team. Let's see here. So when you're in a slump, I also would suggest keep your conversations going. Don't have a day where you're not talking to people, because that's only going to be setting yourself back another day. So make sure that you are reaching out, even if you're like, oh, I don't want to do this today. Make sure you're still reaching out, because you have no idea the positivity that somebody can bring to you. You have no idea that Susie is going to lose 3.5 pounds, last week, and she's telling you about it. That should be, you should be going to her, that is so incredible. I can't wait to post about it. Would you share it on your page and tag me? Do you mind putting it in our customer group? That is motivation for yourself, because you know that in the back of your mind, you helped Susie. You've given her your link, you've supported her, you're her cheerleader, you're her biggest fan, and now she's lost 3.5 pounds in a week. That's going to be motivation in itself. So it's so important to keep those conversations going, keep those conversations alive, and making sure that you are staying their biggest cheerleader. That's going to be self-motivation right there. Personal development is huge, and I know that Allie's talked about it. Any leader in this company has talked about personal development, and I cannot stress to you enough what it means to set time aside for yourself and dig in deep. Dig in with an audio book, dig in with a book in itself. I have tons of books up here, which I don't read because I listen to them. Dig yourself into YouTube and just type in self-motivation, type in network marketing tips. Dig into something and you're going to get something from it. If you're throwing it into your brain, if you're plugging yourself into things, I promise you it's going to motivate you to do something. And then what I would also suggest is listening to other leaders, finding somebody that inspires you and listen to them. Maybe even if you're not comfortable sending them a message, I would say send your upline a message and that person, or send your upline a message and say, hey, can you put me into contact with so and so. They really inspire me. I'd love to know more about how they run their business. I can't tell you how many people that are sidelines to me that are like, I loved your power hour, or I love the way you post, or whatever the case may be. They love the way that I do something, and I have no problem, absolutely no problem, sharing what I do in my business to somebody else, because if that can encourage them or motivate them to keep moving forward and keep business building, you know, that's what we're all here for. We're all a team. We're all on the same page. We're all on the same, we're all under the same umbrella. And corporate preaches about that too. We're all here to knock our heads together. We're all here to give each other that motivation to keep going and keep pursuing our dreams, and then making sure that other people can do that as well. So I highly encourage you to find somebody that inspires you, listen to what they do. There's a lot of people on these power hours that I learn from every single day. There's not a power hour that I haven't taken something from, you know, a nugget here, some motivation there. So when you plug yourself in and you listen to people that are like-minded like you're going to get something from it. So not only just keeping yourself plugged in, but also making sure that you keep negativity out of your business. And I can't preach this enough, because there are so many times where I myself had learned from my own mistakes. You know, you don't go to your team and you don't be negative about this, or this. If you've got a problem, always voice it up. If you've got a problem, never go to your team and find out, you know, is this happening? Is that happening? Whatever. Just make sure that you keep your negativity or a problem or an issue out of your group chats, out of your customer group, and making sure that you turn it into some kind of positive, because there is always a positive in a negative. I can promise you that. I had someone come to me the other day and say that this comp plan enhancement seems to be worse than it's going to be better. And I had to stop them, and I was like, whoa, 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 listen here. I don't know the rules. I don't know how they're changing things. This was before I heard a couple of videos from Derek and listened to my leaders, and then listened to Kaylee last night. You know, I didn't know that what was going to go on, and I didn't have like the best positive attitude about it, but I also didn't know about it, so there was no way that I could judge what corporate has going on for us. They've never failed us before. They're not about to fail us now. This comp plan is not a change, it's an enhancement, and enhancement is a positive thing. So what I went to this person and I said, listen, I don't know the details, but as soon as I do, I promise you I'll let you know. The only thing that I can promise you is that corporate has never failed us. They've never steered us wrong. They have our best interest. And that's something that you have to understand, is this corporate team, the one that we put our faith in, has as much faith in us as we do them. So we spun it to where it was going to be positive and the outcome was going to be good. I love creating something positive out of a negative. And I can't tell you that 3.5 years ago I would have been that way, because I found a negative in every situation and I lingered on that. I would feed upon that, and my whole entire life was revolved around negative stuff, negative crap. I was going to say a bad word, but I'm not going to do that. And I think throughout this whole journey, between the confidence that's been built within myself and the positivity that's come from it, I've learned how to like rethink my brain, how it processes things. And, you know, there could be a negative in any situation and a positive. It's just how you recharge your brain into thinking positive. I hope that makes sense to you all. So I wrote down, keep negativity out of your daily grind, and just try to think a different a positive way. So with that also being said, I'm going to talk about finding, those positive selling associates, because I talked with my team last month. With Club 90, you had to find 2 managing associates. You had to create 2 managing associates underneath of you that were level 1 to you. And I tried to rack my brain over the whole summer because I didn't want to be that pushy salesperson that said, oh, please sell underneath of me. I need you to sell to 5 different people. I didn't want to be that person. That's not me. That's not how I built any of my team. And it's not how I teach my team to build. So I just did it the only way I knew how. And I started to think about attributes of a selling associate that I would like to have. So do me a favor and put in the comments. I'm going to go back to it so I can see what kind of attributes do you think you would want to have with a selling associate? What do you think that those kind of selling associates, what do you guys possess that sets you apart from somebody else? Is it, you know, Allie put self-motivation. Mama Starfish is Allie, if you guys didn't know that. It kind of confuses me. Yeah, self-motivation, hardworking, willing to learn. Throw them in the comments. And then I'm going to touch on a couple of them and tell you how I created a managing associate by looking for these attributes in some of my customers. I love it. Dedication, ambitious, coachable, relatable, absolutely. Supportive, hungry. Yeah, definitely. You guys have taken all of mine that I wrote down. It takes initiative, absolutely. These are what leaders look for in a selling associate. And it's so important to find these qualities. They don't have to have every single one of them. I can promise you, if you ask Allie and Amanda, I did not have one single one of these, except for probably takes initiative, because I was a go-getter. I wanted to learn. I needed my product to be paid for. You know, just think back why you started and those kind of attributes that you had and that you've put forth into your business. Absolutely, Tabitha. Someone that's scared because they don't know that they can do it. That was 100% me, raising my hand over here, preaching to the choir, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was a 911 dispatcher, never sold an MLM product in my entire life. Not Tupperware, not makeup, not, you know, Scentsy, smelly stuff or anything. I sold nothing. I always went to the parties. I went to the Pampered Chef. I went to this party, you know, but I never once had sold anything in my whole life. I was always like, nope, not going to get me under that. You're not going to sell it to me. But I think what set me apart was I had to have these products. My husband had to have these products. And you kind of have to step back. And that's got to be self-motivating to yourself. You know, why did you start? We always talk about why. Find your why. And I know that's so cliche, but that is completely the truth. When I think about, and I get in a rut and I'm like, I don't want to talk to another person today. I can't repeat what I said 15,000 times yesterday. I just think about why, you know, and my kids, when they're home, that's my why. Like, I get to stay home with them. I didn't have to miss my daughter's cross country meet tonight because I would have to get ready for my night shift at work. I didn't have to miss dinner with them because I get to stay home and I get to talk to people and change people's lives, all because I had to have this product. And that's my why. That's everything that I go back to is, you know, I had to have this product. I had to find a way to get it paid for. And then it just blew up. So I love, 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 love all of these answers because it's 100% the truth. And I wrote down myself, you've got to find somebody that's positive. I think that's crucial because if you're sitting here talking to somebody and they're like, I really want to sell this product, but, you know, I can't do this, I can't do that, this isn't going right, that's not going right. That is not somebody that you're going to find that's going to be a go-getter. You're looking for a go-getter. You're looking for somebody that's positive, that asks questions, that creates curiosity, is a student. A student is huge because if they're willing to learn how to sell the product, they're going to go so far in this. If they're willing to learn how to talk to people or even watch you talk to people, that's a student. That's exactly what a teacher does for their students in class. And I think that it's crucial. I mean, I don't think that you need to be looking for somebody who's asking about our comp plan or asking about how to make managing associate or 8-star or whatever. You're not going to find that kind of person. You need to find somebody that is hungry to learn what you've got to show them. I'm an Awana dispatcher as well. I have so many of my coworkers on our products. That's awesome. That's so awesome. When I started out, I tried to sell to my warm market, and my upline, Amanda Bumgardner, her husband is a firefighter. So she knows all of the wives. She knows, police, fire, EMS, all of them. So I had to like think outside the box, and I did. I sold to a lot of my coworkers, but it was really hard in the beginning for me just because our area was so saturated. But I thought about it too, like our area, I probably live in a town of like 70,000-ish people. My husband's probably on here telling me, no, it's not how much we have, but probably with all of our colleges and all the students here, 70,000 people. And I know that Amanda didn't touch 70,000 people. I know that I didn't touch 75,000 people. Valera is in this area. Allie is in this area. Ashley Lefevre, Daniel Turpin. All of these people are in our area, and they are 4, 5, 6, 7-star. I mean, there's a lot of people in our area in Indiana. So I had to think outside the box, and I let Amanda and Allie know that I was hungry. I needed this product paid for, so they taught me cold market. And then I found this awesome team outside of my warm market, and I love them. So I started. Tiffany, that's awesome. Just make sure that you never forget that. And then when you get into a slump, that you absolutely just think, you know what? I started these products for a reason. I started other people on these products for a reason. I need to run with that. That's got to be self-motivation in itself. Okay, so. Okay, my team and I did a Zoom with, or not a Zoom, I think it was a Facebook Live. I did a Facebook Live, and I just said, this is how I created a managing associate. And I started it out just saying that I didn't even have this managing associate in any of my team chats or any of the team groups yet or anything like that, or any training. I didn't even start out by saying, here's a training chat, go do this, go do that, go do this, because I know that that can be overwhelming. I've failed other people prior to this managing associate, and I didn't want to do that for her. She's a hairdresser, she's a mom, she's busy, and I just simply laid it out for her, and I said, hey, you're having great results. She's been with me for about, I don't know if she's on here or not. She's been with me probably 9 to 10 months, maybe. Excuse me. And I just know that she's had great results, and she's told me that people have asked what she's been doing. So I just said, hey, would you like to know how to share this with others and gain 50 extra bucks? That's what I offered her, was $50 to let me show her how to help other people jump in with our products. She already had people asking. She's already had great results. And I'm going to tell you how to do this without having somebody with great results and people asking here in a second. But those were the things that she was coming to me and chatting with me about. I built a relationship with her because I've stuck with her. I've been her cheerleader. I've created and built that relationship with her. So that's why we talk about how important it is to build and continue building that relationship with people, is because at some point you can convert them into somebody who is impressionable, somebody who is, what's that word I'm looking for? I'm not sure that word. Somebody who is going to be able to feed this to other people, who can replicate what you're doing for them. So I knew she had a lot of these attributes. I knew she's a hairdresser. She's got to be outgoing. She can't be a super introvert. You know what I mean? She's got to be someone who can talk to people and be enthusiastic. She's always been positive with me, so I knew that there was a good shot and good possibility that she would be able to run with this. Influential, yes, thank you. So I just threw it out there, and I said, I know you've had people asking, why don't we make a post on your Facebook wall and then you put me in some three-way chats with some of your friends and family that are interested in how you lost X amount of weight. And so that's what she did. She put me into, I'd have to go back and look now, but last month it was about 15. She put me in a three-way chat with this person, her, and me in a three-way chat on Facebook Messenger. And she simply said, so-and-so is interested in how I lost this weight. And that opened up the floodgates for me, because then I get to come in and say, are you added to our group? So then that puts it back on her. She makes sure that she adds our three-way person we're chatting with into our customer group. And then I kept out all the hard work for her. We always